Somewhere in the universe, a star is dying. Not quietly, not slowly. It has burned for 8 million years, fusing hydrogen into helium, building the elements that make up every planet, every ocean-living thing that has ever existed. But iron is where the Mercury confusion ends. Hydrogen, helium, carbon. You cannot extract energy by fusing iron. It absorbs energy instead. Inside a massive star, a dense white-hot iron core hangs at center. Surrounding stellar layers begin to lose support. The core catastrophically contracts and outer material starts free-falling inward. A shock wave is the boundary. The newly forming shock wave expands before the light. Passing through matter as if it does not exist. They reach our detectors before... No force can stop the collapse. As light climbs the gravity well, it loses energy. The waves stretch and shift, their frequency dropping. Drag fights upward, turning the light from blue to red. Finally, the signal fades to infrared silence. Only a faint echo remains.
There is a point called the photon sphere where light no longer travels in a straight line, it orbits, caught in a loop around the forming singularity.
Our telescopes do not hear, but the X-ray and gamma-ray data they collect reveals something remarkable. As the density approaches infinite, the signal chirps. The frequency rises, faster and faster. This is the same pattern detected by LIGO when two neutron stars merge. The same mathematical fingerprint. Goes silent. At a precise, calculable millisecond, the Schnorr-Siskel radius is reached. A boundary forms, not a surface, not a wall. A mathematical threshold beyond which the geometry of space-time itself becomes one way. But here the physics becomes genuinely unresolved. The firewall paradox. Quantum mechanics insists that information cannot be destroyed. General relativity insists the event horizon is smooth and eventful. Both cannot be true simultaneously. In 2026, a new generation of orbital telescopes, building on the legacy of the Event Horizon Telescope that imaged M87's black hole in 2019, are mapping the shadows of newly formed black holes with unprecedented resolution. The shadow of the black hole is not through itself, bent and lensed by gravity. What we see is the geometry of space-time itself, printed in light.
This shadow is the fossil record of the star's collapse.
The outer layers of the star, everything outside the collapsing core, were not swallowed, they were expelled. The supernova shockwave traveled outward, carrying with it every heavy element the star spent 8 million years fusing. That shockwave compressed nearby molecular clouds. New stars formed inside them. Around those new stars, the expelled material, the ash of the dead giant, coalesced into planets, into oceans, into chemistry.